Hello, I'm going to show you how to create a HyperSlide. A HyperSlide is very similar to a HyperDoc, which allows students to access content and material from a variety of different locations online. So let's go to New and create a new Google Slides blank presentation. So let's create a short HyperSlide for, let's say, the essentials of algebra, and let's have it relate to front-loading some content regarding solving some linear equations. So I'm going to create a new slide real quick. I'm going to create a new slide if it lets me. And say this is your first slide here. And I'm going to call it Introduction to Linear Equations. And what's great about HyperSlides is you can post them on Google Classroom for the week, and you can have your students just go through various pieces of content as they wish, asynchronously. So it's a great tool for them to really engage with the content without having a live instructor there. So I'm going to create the first hyperlink, which will be linear equations example 1. I'm going to have a linear equations example 2. So let's go, and I know 2. I'm going to look up Khan Academy linear equations. And I know in Khan Academy there are 2 examples of linear equations 1 and 2 videos. So I'm going to click on Khan Academy, and I'm going to get that hyperlink for the first video, and I'm going to plop it right into my Google slideshow that my students will be able to access online. So what's great about Khan Academy is it allows you to copy this link for the slideshow.
4.
So I'm gonna copy the link so my students can view it later. I'm gonna highlight the first example here, and I'm gonna insert where it says link, and I'm going to basically provide that link right here, and it's a hyperlink right to that video. And like for HyperDocs, I like to do the directions at the very top so my students know what to do. Please view the following 2 videos on linear equations. Follow along and complete the practice problems on the videos as the videos progress. I'll say practice problems on a separate piece of paper on the videos as the videos progress. Okay, perfect. So now let's go back to Google Classroom. So easiest way to go is to go back to your drive and click on the 6 dots in the right-hand corner and click on Classroom. And once you're on your classroom, I'm going to label this Introduction to Linear Equations real quick. And hopefully, if this loads, we'll post it on our Google Classroom. So you could have it in week 1, and it could be a whole slideshow with links to videos, links to documents, links to practice problems, you name it. You can link almost anything onto that document. So I'm going to create a material, and I'm going to call it week 1 linear equations. I'm going to call it actually week 1 slideshow and call it linear equations. Now let's go to add from my drive, and then recent, which is what's great about Google is that you can basically add what you've recently worked on. Let's add it. And I'm going to put it into unit 1. I'm going to post it now. So now my students can access this material and interact with the content. This is just one quick example of adding content. You can add, 20 slides with, 50 hyperlinks, just depending on the level of detail you want your HyperSlides to be. But they're a great tool for your students and you to work asynchronously as well as just provide them content for the week. I hope this video was helpful and that you can use these slides in your online classrooms. Have a good one.